Welcome to the Amazon's podcast. I'm Glenn Young, owner of Amazon's Fitness Magazine. Celebrate the female physique. Subscribe to Amazon'sFitMag.com. Joining me, Miss Figure Olympia, and you have been on a tear. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Hanging in. I haven't been on here a while, so I got to go back in and, as I was saying, put in all my bells and whistles and all my
Yeah.
intros and go from there. But it's good to see you. Um, a lot going on. Arnold's Columbus, Arnold's UK, uh,
Yes.
3 show winning streak, if you will. How's it
Yes.
been as Miss Olympia? Everybody pulling at you. Everybody wants to see you. Everybody wants to say hello and get you involved with them in some type of way. How you been handling, I guess you could say, the success?
I've just been trying to take every day as it comes. Yeah, I wake up and I'm not sure what opportunity is going to arise or
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen. But yeah, I've decided I'm just going to, what's the word? Instead of getting overwhelmed, I should
Uh-huh.
say, I'm just going to embrace whatever comes up. And then obviously if I need to restructure, then I will.
Right.
That's how I've been doing it because yeah, things have been changing all the time.
How do you handle everybody pulling at you, wanting you to come? Because it's
Um,
very different from last year, obviously. And
that's just,
you maintained your focus because you did what you needed to do in Columbus as well as in the UK Arnold's. So it's like no big deal, just handling it, or has it been difficult in any way?
I've just been handling it. You know what? I have an amazing team, so
Yeah.
they kept it pretty tight. I have to say. If it wasn't for them, yeah, maybe I would feel a certain way, but because my team had been solid from the beginning,
Right.
um, anything that I need to tackle, I can just go to them and you know, we're able to see our way through.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've pretty much stayed quite calm and collected, and I didn't want to stress about anything because I know that can also make you look a certain way on stage,
Yes.
especially going into the Arnold's as Miss Olympia. I did remember telling myself, I went, "Wow, are they actually going to announce Miss Olympia coming on stage? How cool is that? But how nerve wracking could that be?" So I said to myself,
Exactly.
"Yeah, I'm not going to get nervous. That's what's going to happen. So just embrace it, and then yeah, just do your best because that's all you can do at this point in
Right.
time, right?"
Yes. But there's a target on your back, obviously. It's different
Yes.
going into this year. And what would it mean to repeat and continue uh, as two-time Miss Fitness Olympia?
Oh, it'll mean everything. Yeah, I've already started working on that. I'm super excited to yeah, just show a whole nother level again, which
Right.
I do believe I can do. I know sometimes you get to the top and you think, is there anything else I can do? I
Right.
I actually generally think I have plenty to do. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I can improve quite a bit in both physique rounds and the routine round. So I just want to add another level to it. Again, playing within the rules, the criteria, knowing what the judges want. I'm always asking for feedback. So
Right.
I I came into bodybuilding because I knew that I'll be challenged.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on all levels. So I'm excited to just bring something, something else as well as myself, elevated to Olympia, and then see what happens from there.
Right.
Again, that's all we can do, and I just want to really enjoy the day. I don't want to go in as a champion stressing out.
Right.
No, I actually don't. And I'm excited as long as it's a great plan of action in force, which there is,
Mm-hmm.
then I don't see any reason why I can't repeat. And I'm going to put it
Right.
out there.
As you look at it now, when will you go into prep? Have you started? Have you ever came out of prep since the Arnold UK? I mean, are
I
you
feel
taking like
like
a little break?
I feel like I'm always in prep, as in my whole life's a prep. Like we don't
Mm-hmm.
even say I'm in prep, or we don't say those words. We actually don't.
Mm.
Um, I get asked all the time, when is your prep? What you doing? Are you off season now? I'm like,
Right,
you know
right.
what? At this point in time, it's your lifestyle, right?
Exactly. It really is now. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's no need for these words. At certain point, things will change. Carbs might disappear and your
Hmm.
food goes lower. Your training might change a little bit. But at the end of the day, we all know what we're supposed to be doing. So, and also, the way I live my life as well. I do,
Hmm.
as I do modeling, and I'm always in the forefront. I do lots of, video shoots, photo shoots,
Yeah.
interviews,
Loving
all of
all your
this. So
content. Loving it. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna keep everything together, anyways,
Hmm.
regardless for
Hmm.
that, as well as in this point in time, this amount of gap that I've never had this gap to
Right,
get ready
right.
for a show. So I want to utilize it to the max. I normally have to qualify, as you saw me at
Right.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Then I have what 6 to 8 weeks to get ready for Olympia, and it's been like that for
Mhm.
every Olympia I've done. So I
This year, though, totally different.
totally
Uh, you,
different. So we're
you didn't
coming in
have to
different.
do Columbus. You didn't have to do UK.
Nope,
So
didn't.
yeah, take me through it. How you going into this? How's it? Has it been a plus or a minus? Would you rather have the okay? I got to get qualified. Got to get ready for the Olympia,
Mm.
or would you like to have it like this year? Your option. I mean, you're already qualified. You didn't have to do anything.
This year, definitely,
Yeah.
100%. I've been wanting this for a while now
Yeah.
because I'm international as well, so all that traveling
Right.
back and forth takes a
Exactly.
toll on you. I
Yes,
had
sir.
literally no gap. I was just going from show to show to show to show to show for I think 4 years, nearly 5 years now. I worked
Mhm.
out I've done 17 showings in that time. From the time I got um did my first regional, get my pro
Mhm.
card, I was always in the spotlight trying to learn what am I supposed to do.
Right.
So, having this time to actually reflect on everything that I've done and then really look at, what I can bring the next time around is a dream.
Right. How do you say no now that everybody's pulling at you? Or do you say no?
Um, Pretty
Should you
easily.
say no?
Sorry, pretty easily.
Hmm.
Pretty easily. Um, I learned that from before from my other sports
Right.
and disciplines. I was very lucky coming into this. I already knew what it was like to be at the top of a discipline. So
Hmm.
um, I knew that at a certain point, people will be pulling at me.
Right.
So I just took what I learned from the past, say I'm not going to do certain things again,
Hmm.
which I haven't. So now I'm able to say no, yeah, all the
Got you.
time and easily. But I mean, actually, the opportunities have come up in this hasn't necessarily needed me to say no.
Right.
Um, there's been discussions, but generally, I have to say, around the world, everyone's been so supportive, so nice, and trying to give me my space as well, which is
Hmm.
amazing. They realized how busy I am as well, and they just seem to be grateful for me to do anything. So again, you can call me lucky, but I feel like I created this space. Um, I'm very upfront. I let people know how things are going as well. Um, and again, if they say, if I need any help, they'll reach out and things like that. So I've been very grateful for the people who surround me. I have fans. I can say that
Hmm. Yeah.
who
Yeah.
who really support me no matter what. I've realized as well, which I'm grateful for.
Fans all over the world. I know I'm definitely one, and it's been so great to follow your journey. It is good to meet people before they're Miss Olympia as opposed to after, because then you can come off as very fake. So I've
That's
been
yes,
excited to
okay.
watch it.
Yeah, you've been there from the beginning, actually, from when I
Yeah.
came sixth at my last Olympia before this one, and
Yeah.
even
So
before then. I think my first was it my first. We had an interview.
yeah, we
Yeah, after
did
my
before
first
that
one.
first, and you were just starting. We were talking about you explained the whole fitness of how to flip and different routines and the mandatories and stuff
Yes.
like that. So I mean, it's been incredible. When you look back, did you see it as this, or did you always believe that you were going to be Miss Fitness Olympia?
I believe that I can definitely be Miss Fitness Olympia from the beginning, but at the same time,
Mhm.
it wasn't my, it's going to sound funny, but it wasn't my goal. My
Right.
goal was to keep improving and to just be the best version of myself. And also to really learn my craft. That's how I am as a person. Any discipline I've gone into, I just want to master my craft. So if mastering my craft means I'm Miss Olympia,
Hmm.
then I mastered my craft, right?
Do you see
But
yourself
again,
as a perfectionist?
pardon.
Do you see yourself as a perfectionist?
Um, no, actually.
Hmm.
I would say yes. I do like to get things right, but
Hmm.
at the same time, I do give myself a little bit of scope. Maybe
Hmm.
I could be seen as hard on myself, but at the same time, if I can see potential in something, then I will keep going. But I learned a long time ago there's no such thing as being perfect,
Right.
but you can try and strive for perfection, I guess. But you need
Yeah.
to know that that's not the, you know what I mean? That's not the pinnacle.
Right.
It's
Right.
about learning, it's about developing and, developing oneself. And that's pretty much how I see this journey. So again, I think I've said this in many interviews. If I do even one extra skill really well, or, you know, refine my physique a little bit, I'll be super happy.
Right. I mean, it's been exciting, wonderful to watch. Glad to have you on the cover of Amazon's fitness magazine as well.
Yeah.
You're back and forth to New York because you're also a fitness model, and then
Yeah.
fitness model. So
Yes.
many opportunities. How's your
Yes.
family and everyone doing?
Everyone is good. Yes. They are just, yeah, they keep saying every day how proud they are.
Hmm.
Um, and you know what? It's just been nice having them always around.
Right.
My mom is, raised me as an athlete. She said,
Hmm.
the one thing about her seeing me actually, live my dream, she goes, that's what you want, for your children to do.
Hmm.
She goes, it's literally everything. She goes, so I was like, oh wow. She goes, what else do you do after that? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
And
know,
how's
as
your
a
daughter?
parent, I was like, oh, you can still, be there. But don't give up your wings now. But
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, so it's been good. My daughter, she's competing, so
Yes.
she,
How's that going? How's that? Because now, hey, my mom's Miss Fitness Olympia. Because I mean,
yeah.
I would walk around school like, hey, that's my mom, Miss Fitness Olympia. How has she embraced it? Has she bragged on it, or is she be like, yeah, yeah, that's just my mom?
Well, her friends started finding me on TikTok and Instagram, and they
Ah,
were like, "Is that your mom from
yeah,
before?" So she would
yeah,
send me the messages and things like that. Um, and so yeah, so she's been saying, "Yeah, that's my mom," and all of that.
yeah.
And she even invited me to a school at some point was it last year or the year
Hmm.
before? No, last year. To Careers Day.
Right.
So yeah, all pretty much a lot of the kids know who I am and what I do, and seem to be very fascinated by it in a really positive way. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's been good.
that's good too. Um, and when I was talking about perfection, it's about a virtue of that you are a gymnast, you have to be perfect. When you talk about routines
Yes.
and injuries and stuff like that, going into this year, will you change anything? Obviously, the outfit and everything, which you can't let us in on. But will you come up with a different routine? Uh, we looked at the UK, looked at Columbus. Are you going to have something totally brand new for the Olympia?
Yeah, I'm changing it up. That's all I'm giving away, but yeah, of course I'm
Yeah,
changing it up.
I got you.
Yeah,
What about fellowship?
I always have a plan in my head,
Right,
and from young I've been quite an analytical person,
right.
apparently. And to me, it's all about building the momentum for the year. that suspense.
Everybody's waiting. Everybody's watching,
Yeah, so
and
this will definitely be a step up.
yeah, it's
I'm
different. This is,
excited. I'm excited, especially in
yeah,
the routine round. I know there's so much more I could be doing.
yes.
And 224 when I got injured,
Hmm.
it meant that I
Hmm.
couldn't tumble as hard as I used to. So I've been rehabbing that for a while, and I wanted to get really, really strong. But at the same time, I learned how to do all those handstands when I was
Hmm.
injured, and then going forth, put them on stage, which the judges are loving, all my strength skills. So now I want to combine the two back together. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but I just want to do it in a healthy way,
Hmm.
something sustainable. So I've just been building on it, controlling my power. I'm very powerful, and that could lead to injury if I'm not careful. So it was just learning my body and how it really works, and what skills is going to keep me going and sustainable. Um, when I speak to Whitney a lot, she talks about
Hmm.
sustainability, recovery, and all things like that. So
Right.
um, we we said before, you know, a long time
Hmm.
ago, she was like, you need to make sure that obviously when you do these skills, that you think about the longevity in it. So I was like, okay.
You're right. You're right. How many do you want to win?
Hmm. I like even numbers, so I think four
Well,
would be nice.
yeah, there you go. And you think you would be done after four?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know what my
you
head
know,
will be.
and I'm trying to foreshadow, but first we got to get two. But two is an
Yeah,
even number,
exactly.
so,
Right.
two is an even number, so you're good to go.
Yeah, two could be a number two. I'm just grateful for whoever comes along.
Right.
Let's see how long I can do this for. Um, you know, and then we just go from there, really. Because you don't know what's around the corner. You don't
No,
know. So I make it to the next Olympia, and then we go from there, I think.
it's so important to enjoy the journey. You enjoy the journey. So
Exactly. And I just want to have fun.
yeah,
I My other disciplines, as much as I wanted to do them, I never got forced to do anything, but
right.
they were pressurizing, and I think I let some people pressurize me as well, because I
Hmm.
was still young. So when I
Right.
came into this and decided to compete, I was like, I'm not going to have none of those feelings, and if I do, I'm not doing it.
Right.
Simple as that. um, and that's just pretty much how I feel. And even going into, like, you know, Olympia, as Miss Olympia, I said to me, I'm not going to stress about it either, because again, in the past, I've done that, and it's not good. It just deters you from your goal. So
Right. Right.
just have fun, go with the flow, see what happens. If you prepare the best that you can,
Hmm.
then that's it. And what I find so beautiful about this is you can prepare so much beforehand, whereas in, like, gymnastics, for example, cheerleading, your work starts on that mat in front of the judges,
Right.
like, literally, and then that's it. There's nothing really to prepare because you need
Hmm.
to hit it then and there, and that's it. Whereas we can prepare our body, we can, you know before we get to stage. So
Right.
that's what I love, and I love planning. I love executing. I literally thrive off of that. Even if I wasn't doing this, I still like living an orderly life.
Right.
It's just how I function. If I don't have that order, I just go nuts. Nobody wants to see that. So
One thing I will say, and I'm sure the judges have told you as well, your physique really has changed when you look back and you do the comparisons, or have you from 2024 to now. It's like, wow, you really coming into form. You really look amazing.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, I saw some transformations put next to each other. I think one
Yeah.
from Olympia, one from the Arnolds, and I was like, wow, I knew
Yeah.
I made a change, but
You look great.
thank you. And I feel like I can just level up a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I wanna have a genuine figure, body, and fitness.
Right.
I know that's very hard. It seems to achieve.
Right.
So,
Right.
but I want you to be able to be like, she can definitely fit right into figure.
Into
Like,
figure. Yeah.
yeah,
Have
that's
you
always been my goal because that's the criteria we need to do. So,
have you thought about crossing over at some point, or
not yet.
are you good where you are?
I'm good where I am. Yeah, I love fitness. I love
Yeah.
going upside down. I can't see myself right now just
Yeah.
not doing the performance side of things in terms of the routine.
Right.
It might change one day. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah. You never
But
know.
yeah, at the moment, I'm having too much fun doing
Yeah.
fitness. I love fitness. I can be upside down all day, every day.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have to rein it in a bit to recover. But
But that's really what it is. Fitness is about fun. I mean, it's like two shows in one. I mean, so it's definitely worth the ticket as
yeah,
a fan because, like, okay, did you find yourself going into, before you won Miss Olympia, you were focused more on the physique versus the fitness aspect. And now that you won it, going back, coming around this year, how do you find balance between the two? Or do you feel that you're focusing more on the physique or more on the routine this year?
I focused on being the best I can be as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I actually probably more focused on the routine side of things because it was
Right.
70% of our mark.
Right.
Because my body's always been strong. So I said to
Mhm.
myself, I want my routine to be as strong as my body, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
So that is what I've been focusing on, and that's my focus going into Olympia as well. Again, when it comes to things like that, for example, when you're ultra lean,
Mm-hmm.
that could adhere to injury in the
Yes.
fitness routine. So I need to do a fine balance between the two.
Mhm.
Um, so I said to myself, my body will be bodying. If I'm practicing my routine a lot, it will be conditioned,
Right.
you know, and then having a smart plan of training in the weight section to
Right.
make sure that, I can adhere to the criteria of the physique round.
Right.
So that's pretty much what we've been doing going forward. And so far, I mean, at the Arnold's, it felt like both were really, as strong as it's ever been in
Mm-hmm.
terms of my routine and my body. So now it's just leveling up again um, for Olympia.
Yeah. Uh, is it hard to balance? And I would imagine because from the standpoint of your body needs food, your body needs diet, but at the same time you're in prep and you're in a deficit, but you still got to have gas in the tank to do the fitness routine part of it. Talk to me about the balance between the two.
Um, I've gotten pretty used to it now, but
Uh-huh.
again, yes, you do need some fuel in the tank to do that. The way I've been training is I will do my routine at all different times of the day
Mm-hmm.
to
Mm-hmm.
condition it. All different types of food as well. So I'm able to do my routine no matter when it is during the day.
Right.
So I've done my routine, safely though, of course, but I've done
Yeah.
it, when I'm a bit tired, when I'm, very energetic, when I'm not, when I'm in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
like I've done it all. And I realized that doing that, when I get to the day, I'll be able to do it at any point. Um, so that's been working well and really focusing on execution, um, and then recovery afterwards as well. So not really like hammering myself down to the ground so that I can't do anything, the next couple of days either. If I
Right.
need a rest, have a rest, and then we go from there.
I mean, it's just so different in your category because again, you got to keep up with the number of meals to make sure that you got the balance to make sure that you can still do what you need to do. So, I mean, it's just different in fitness, and I think that's what makes it so unique, and people really want to come and see fitness. It's two shows in one, and it's a
Yeah.
different type of challenge to see that. So I applaud you on that because it's tough.
Thank you.
I mean, if you just had to
Yeah.
focus on the figure part, come out and pose, that's one thing. But to go out there and put on a routine and a show, and then like, okay, at this point we done prejudging. Now I got to go get dressed and put all my stuff on it, regalia and everything. And so, yeah. If there was
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
change, if there was a change that you could do, I know as a fan, I would like to see more props. You always want to see the props and stuff. But is there anything that you would like to see change within the fitness category when it comes to the routine, as far as props or as far as even length?
I would say more homing in on the actual like mandatories and how
Right.
what exactly do they want. It's very broad. So
Hmm.
yes, you can get feedback from every single judge, and all of them like something. So, okay, I would say broadly they like the similar thing, but they are different things that are very different.
Right.
So you're like, okay, how am I going to fit all this in to please everybody?
Right. Some like flips. I like to see more. This judge,
Yes,
I want to see more tumbles.
yeah,
And then when you say because it is so broad, I guess the plus to that, it helps towards creativity, but at the same
it
time, you
does.
gotta be like, okay, did I hit that
Did
mandatory?
I, yeah,
Yeah,
did I have enough strength skills? Did I tumble too
right,
much? Did I, in the beginning,
exactly.
I was tumbling far too much versus strength skills. Now mine's purely strength skills. And
Hmm.
now, maybe they might want to see more tumbling. I haven't been told that yet, but I feel like I want to just add the two back together.
Hmm.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah. And with you now, and obviously because now you got to call yourself a seasoned pro and Olympian, and like in
Yeah,
the beginning when we first talking about, it's like you were more focused on, okay, did I hit all the mandatories? Now it's
yeah.
just like it's second nature, and you just go, which I think that's got to give you a plus as far as relief and adds to the creativity. But how do you tell young amateurs coming into fitness uh, to bridge that gap to where they're not so focused on did they hit the mandatories that they lose out on something else like with the posing? How do you balance that?
I would say pay particular attention to the criteria in the beginning in terms of
Mhm.
like we only have four skills you really have to hit.
Right.
So getting the split right, getting the push up of any kinds, that's
Hmm.
any kinds. The straddle hold and the side kicks, which can be anything, or the high
Right.
kicks could be
Right.
anything. So it is actually something that anyone can come into if we focus on that.
Hmm.
And you can put together a really good routine just on those skills, and you can score high. You can go for your pro cards. You can do really well as a pro as well. So
Hmm.
if look back at you can look back at my journey or some others journey. For example, Oksana Grishna, she only did
Yes.
one backflip on stage, and
Hmm.
she's won Olympia 5 times, right?
Yes. Yes.
So you don't have to be a gymnast coming into this or a high
Hmm.
powered tumbler. I will, play on my strengths because that was my background, but we have to play
Hmm.
on your strengths and your backgrounds.
Right.
So that's the best advice I can give. Fitness is definitely for all. It just got, I feel like, misconstrued it along the way.
Thank you so much, as always, for coming on. I really appreciate you. And you sure you won't tell me? Give me something as far as color scheme or something that we can hope to see going into this Olympia that'll be different from last
All I'm going to say is going to be different, all right?
time.
And you need to come and see it because,
There you
yeah.
go.
That's it. Yeah, I'm excited. I actually never been more excited than wow. I've been excited. I
Yeah.
have been really excited, but this one, I'm like, I have so
You're
much time
defending the title.
already.
Yeah.
So
So everybody's coming at you instead of you chasing someone else. They're chasing you. So
I'm chasing myself. I don't know about everyone else.
good answer. Good answer. You got to worry about you and improve.
Yeah,
You,
I'm always
you, at the
chasing
end of the day,
myself, not anyone else.
you're the person you got to beat, the person in the mirror. You're exactly right.
Exactly. And what I see, you know, what I want to see and what I want fitness to be about. That is what
Hmm.
I'm, that is the pinnacle for me. And to represent, I want to show me as a whole, not just physique round, not just fitness routine focus. I want to be like, I focus on both and I merge the two. And this is fitness.
Miss Fitness Olympia, thank you so much for
You're
coming on the
welcome.
Amazon's podcast. I really appreciate you. And as we get closer and talk more, hey, just excited to see the journey. And you are Miss Fitness Olympia. So
Yeah.
that's just something I'm glad to say. I know you, and I'm a big fan. And let's go.
Well, yeah, let's go. And thank you for being a fan. Thank you for always, giving me opportunities to come on as well.
Appreciate you. Take care. Talk soon.
Yep. Talk soon.
All right. Miss Fitness Olympia Michelle Mensah. What a journey, and wow, it's going in. It's already time for Olympia again. She's on a tear. Uh, Columbus, UK, and so just excited to see her as she continues and now defending her title. Thanks so much for all of the people that have reached out, DMs and PMs, checking in on me. Thanks you to all the supporters and of course the subscribers, because when you do more, I can do more. And so we will see you next time.